everybody, it's Angela. Wouldn't you like to keep your hot chocolate or coffee warm a little bit longer and do it in style? Let me show you. Here's our masculine version, our pumpkin version, our fall version, and our glam version. Now, if you guys love these as much as I do, stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how to make them. What you're going to need for this project is some buttons. I got mine at the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some twine. I got mine at the Dollar Tree. You're going to need a coffee cup. This did not come from the Dollar Tree, but you can use any coffee cup that you already currently have. And our blanket. This is the baby blanket that came from the Dollar Tree. And this is some of the scraps that I had left from the previous DIY that we did. You're also going to need your glue gun, glue sticks, and a pair of scissors. All right, if everybody's ready, let's get crafting. First thing you're going to do, we had our blanket folded from our last DIY. What we're going to do is we are going to measure our cup. Now, everybody's cup is going to measure differently because everybody has different size coffee cups. So what I want you to do is get the end of your coffee cup right there, and I want you to put the blanket just like that on your coffee cup. It's right there beside the handle. Not under the handle, but beside the handle. And then grab the other side and see how long it is. Now, this is going to be a little bit too long, but we're going to fold it over, so I'm going to leave a little bit of excess. All right, now, how wide do you want it? I think I want mine too wide because my cup is kind of large, and I want my blanket for my cup to be at least 2 wide. But I don't want it 3 wide because my cup has this little lip down here. So I just want to cover this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my blanket just like that. And that way it's too wide. Now what I did was I had folded my blanket. So I have 2 of them the same size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut that in half because I only need half of it for this cup. The other one I will make for another cup. Okay, now when you cut your blanket, you're going to notice that some of it's going to fray up like that. And one side is not going to. This side will fray up. I don't know why it does that, but it does. And this side does not. You can actually see it kind of pooching over on the side, which is fine. So we're going to put it with the frayed side up. So the side that actually curls is going to be on the up part. Now, we're going to get our little blanket and right here on one of the ends, it doesn't matter which end, because we're going to do it on both sides, we're going to run us a little dab of hot glue all the way across. Now, you guys can stitch this if you want, but I'm not planning on washing these ever. So I'm just going to hot glue mine. And if I do end up washing it, then I will not put it in the dryer. So the hot glue should stay through the wash, but it won't stay through the dryer, I don't think. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure, but I wouldn't think it would. Okay, so now we have our little blanket. Line it up with the handle, just like that. Hold it in place. We're going to line it up on this side as well. And we don't want it to go through the handle like that. We don't want that. We want it to not go through the handle. So this right here is my stopping point. If you guys can see that, this right here is like the stopping point right before the handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over just like that. And I'm going to fold it back over this way. And I'm going to add some hot glue to the part that I just folded over. And that's going to ensure that it's going to stay in place. I'm just going to flip it back over and gently press it down. I'm going to kind of hold it until it feels like it's not hot anymore to make sure that the glue is adhering very well. Okay, so this is what we have right now. Now guys, feel free to embellish this any way that you want to. I looked for my Dollar Tree ribbon earlier and I could not find it anywhere. But feel free to put lace on the top, in the center, on the bottom, wherever you feel like it should be. This one I want to be more masculine. I will do one that's more feminine in a minute. But my first one I want to do a little bit more masculine. Okay, so I'm going to get my twine. And with my twine, I'm just going to make a little loop. And I'm going to make another little loop right there beside it. Just like that. 2 little loops. You guys see that? And then I'm going to cut it at the bottom. Now I have 2 tiny little loops. Now these little loops have to be able to go around whatever size button you have. And these, you can see they go through it. So that's fine. Okay, the reason why I did 2 is because I'm going to twist them together. Now, guys, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But that's just the way I think it would look really, really pretty is twisted together. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put hot glue right there on the ends of my tiny little loops. But the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to put the glue onto here. Now this is the part that I folded over. This is the part that is not folded over. Okay, so I'm going to put it right there in the center of those 2 little lines. Just a little dab of glue. And then I'm going to lay my twine that is twisted right on top. And be careful so you don't burn yourself doing this. Now, just to ensure that that stays very well, we had all those little pieces. I don't know if you guys remember or not. But we had all those little pieces like this that we cut off when we made our wreath form. So I'm going to cut just a tiny piece off of one of those long strips we had. And I'm going to glue it right on top of my fold and my twine. Just going to glue it right on top, guys. All right. So there's the first part. Okay, now since we've got it around our cup, we're going to look and see about where we should put our button. We know we're going to do it in the center of the two squares. So right there on the end would be a great place for our button. So what I'm going to do is take this back off, pull it where you guys can see it really good. Now my button is kind of sunk in the center and kind of big on the top, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue in the center. Now the ideal thing for this would be to sew your button on, but I'm trying to make this a no-sew. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of hot glue right in the center. And glue it straight on. And press it down. And give the glue time to dry. Okay. And now we're going to get our cup back out. And we are going to go ahead and wrap right around our cup. And right here on the end, we're just going to put our twine around just like that. Now how cute is that? Isn't that adorable? Okay, so to embellish these, I'm going to give you a couple of options. Of course, you can embellish them any way you want to. I got this Martha Stewart paint in the color orange, and I got it on sale for 87 cents. And I'm just going to get some of these wood stickers that the Dollar Tree has. And I'm simply going to paint one of these little pumpkins with this Martha Stewart paint. Nothing fancy with this. I mean, you guys can get as fancy as you like, but just a plain little orange pumpkin is good for me. And these stickers, if you notice, they have like a dark brown edge. I'm not going to put the orange paint on the edge because I love that dark brown on the edge. I think it gives it a really, really, really nice detail. Now, after that dries, you can always put your little lines on them to make the pumpkin look a little bit more symmetrical, but I'm okay with my pumpkin just like that. It doesn't have to be completely fancy all the time. Okay, so since I'm going to use these stickers, I might as well use this little leaf one. When I had bought these stickers, I cut it down so that I could put it in my craft supply. But I just got them at the Dollar Tree, and they fit right there on top of the wooden sticker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the little sticker off, and I'm just going to stick him down straight on top, just like this, on the sticker. Okay, so for that pumpkin, we are going to use the Apple Barrel Candy Pink. And we're just going to give it a quick coat all over. Nothing thick, just a thin little coat. We kind of want the wood to show through because that's what makes these so pretty. I'm going to keep this one with the dark button on it, exactly like it is, because it's very masculine, and I like the way it looks. Okay, so that one's going to stay just like it is. Okay, so for this one that has the more fall color, I'm going to use this little embellishment right here that we put the little sticker on. Now I pulled the sticker off of the back of it, and I'm going to put some hot glue on it. Doesn't have to be a whole lot of hot glue, and I'm just going to stick it right about there. So really close to the button, because when I put it on, and I'm going to show you, it's going to look really cool. But how cute is that? Isn't that adorable? Now I would put it over here, but you're not going to see it over there. But over here, you can see it. And I think it's really, really cute. This one, I decided to use a green button. Our pumpkin is dry. Going to take the back off. Going to add some glue to the back. Flip our pumpkin around. So what you think? Isn't that cute? So cute. Now, if you wanted to embellish the other side as well, you could. But I don't see any need in it. But I always want the embellishment close to the button, because the buttons are so cute. Our glam ones. And this is our pink pumpkin. We have some of this little pink glammy bling wrap. We're probably going to need it about right here. Okay? So just measure your pumpkin out. And I think I'm going to do a row of 3. Now this bling wrap that I have has a sticker on the back. I'm just going to put that down in the center of my little pumpkin. Pull my pumpkin off. I'm going to take the back of it off. The only reason why I'm taking the backs off is so that it will lay more flat on the cloth. Now, as you can see on the little pumpkin, it has some overhang. So I'm just going to go straight in and just clip that little overhang off from the bling wrap. And I'm just going to clip it all the way around where we have our overhang. And now we have a bling pumpkin. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay. Now, with this one, I did a pink and a large pink button. And we're going to put our little pumpkin right there. So we're getting our glue gun out. And we're just going to put a little glue on the back. And put it down right there. Okay, guys, so there is our bling one. That is so pretty. So pretty. Now, unless you are doing these for family members, I would advise doing, you know, just a whole set of whichever version you prefer. Do you prefer the more masculine version? Do you prefer the leaf version? The pumpkin version? Or the bling pumpkin version? And like I said, you can also put like lace around them, and that would be really pretty. You could put the little twine bows on them that I showed you guys how to make. You can do so many different things with these. This ribbon right here that we got at Dollar Tree, you can use it. You can use some of this You can do anything you want. And it'll turn out really nice, I'm sure. But this is the examples that I decided to show you guys. I hope you enjoy. Please remember to like and subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified every time that I upload a video.